What's up, guys? Titan Talk Tuesday in effect. Let me make sure we got Instagram on here. We're working up. All right. Make sure that bad boy comes on. So we've got an awesome show for you guys today. We're going to have a giveaway today. Sorry, I'm just waiting for Instagram to pop up here. Some issues with my tablet. We're having trouble starting your video. Okay, Instagram doesn't want to be cooperative right now. So give me 1 second while I get this bad boy up and running.
Got the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi good?
Well, it let me on my phone, so I guess we're going Titan Talk Tuesday from my phone and to the camera. Thank you guys for joining us. We got an awesome show for you guys today. We're going to go over a Gasparilla giveaway, VIP tickets, iHeartRadio tent. So if you guys are in the Titan area of Tampa, Florida, or in Florida in general, and you guys want to go to Gasparilla, never been to Gasparilla, want to check it out, then now is your chance. Stay tuned for afterwards or to the end of the show. We are going to be giving these away, and there's something special you guys got to do. So I can't wait, and this is our second year. Titan Medical Center has our float. We sponsored and we took over the 93.3 float, so hopefully we'll have Kane on there again this year. It's going to be an awesome time. All the Titan Medical staff is going to be there. We're going to do videos behind the scenes, hopefully go live to show you guys what's up, guys. Show you guys what's going on out there. If you guys don't know what Gasparilla is, I'll go over that here in a second. But it's going to be awesome, guys. I mean, as far as giveaways, as far as beads, so we're going to have all kinds of beads that we'll be throwing out there. We might have some t-shirts or some Titan gear that we're throwing out there. So look for us in the parade. And if you guys want to win these 2 VIP tickets, take one of your friends. Free food, free drinks, I think, are going to be in the tent. So that's going to be awesome. And it's exclusive. That means that not just anybody's going to be able to get in. You're going to have these VIP tickets to get in. And the only way you usually get these VIP tickets is if you know somebody at the radio station or iHeart, or you sponsor one of their floats and you get some free tickets. So I want to give them away to you guys, have you guys experience it, check it out. How you guys doing? So we'll wait till the end to give those tickets away and give you guys the special instructions. What's up, Mark? What's up, Neil? How you guys doing? DC Baker, Jeff Wald, how you doing? Pretty boy Yazer. What's up, Durko Mayor? How you doing, guys? So wait for those tickets. We'll be giving away at the end. All right, so Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show. It's on ABC. So if you guys are here in Florida and you guys are between Crystal River and Sarasota, any of those counties in between, you guys can check out the Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show every Sunday at 11 a.m. Now, for you guys, what's up, Sammy? For you guys who are out of the state or out of the country like Sammy, I post up the links. We put them on Facebook and we put them on IGTV. So after they air on Sunday, usually Monday, we'll load them up for you guys to watch the episode, check out what you guys missed, or just check out some of the cool segments that we do. Because we do a lot of the segments that are not posted on social media. So at that point, you guys are getting all original content, which is really cool. We're going to be doing giveaways on there too now. So you're wanting to stay tuned to those episodes. And if you don't get it or you miss it, make sure you tune in on Monday because that offer might still stand for you guys. So it's something we're going to get back to you guys and have you guys tune in and give me some feedback. This last one, what's up, Michelle? Love you too. So this last one, we actually got reviews on Google because people love the Cupid's Corner. Now, Cupid's Corner is a segment where me and Sharice break down some healthy relationship tips for you guys, for your significant other, and you. Maybe to reignite the relationship, keep things live, freshen it up a little bit, or just find some good old tips for you guys to help out. Or maybe something you guys want to do. You never know, right? What's up, Eric? How you guys doing, guys? Sammy, how you doing? So, all right, so the Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show, it covers not just our therapies. Obviously, it's going to cover fashion, our lifestyle events. We'll talk about some of the therapies on there, some of the importance of some of the other things. Interviews. So I have some of my athletes on there. I have special guests on there that you guys can check out. So it's really cool. We try to keep it really entertaining for you guys and like a talk show, reality show for you guys. So at that point, let me know what we can improve on, please. My man Eric Topo, he let me know about the Hercules Potion. So we're putting that video on there. I love to interact with you guys and I love to get the feedback and we love to put on what you guys like to see. So it's really awesome, all right? So Upcoming weekend. This is Gasparilla. Gasparilla, we will be in Tampa, Florida. We named the giveaway at the beginning. So let's talk about Gasparilla. What is Gasparilla? So people that are out of state or out of the country are not here in Florida, don't know really what Gasparilla was or is. When I came down here, I didn't know what Gasparilla was. I never heard of Gasparilla until I got down here. When you get down here, everybody knows about Gasparilla, okay? If you're on Facebook, you see some of our float video from last year, giving away shirts, beads. It was awesome. It was really cool. We brought our moms on there, me and Sharice. Might have been a mistake, but it was only 1 year. We had a good time, though, so it was really awesome last year. We're really looking forward to this year. But Gasparilla, so what is Gasparilla? So Gasparilla is an old-time tradition, and it's when the Pirates actually invaded Tampa Bay a long time ago. And they celebrate it every year. So we celebrate here the invasion of the Pirates into Tampa Bay. There's 2 parades. Actually 3. There's a child's parade, there's a day parade, and there's a night parade that's an e-board. We'll be doing the day parade this weekend. So Gasparilla is that really cool event that everybody wants to go to here, and everybody comes in for if they know about it. Gasparilla has a meaning to me, not more than just Titan Medical, but when me and Sharice first got together, like in the early couple weeks, we actually, were supposed to meet up on Gasparilla. She was working an event, and I was going to come down there and meet her. I was with my friends, and Gasparilla, if you've ever been to it, it's just like miles and miles of people, okay? Now, some are intoxicated, some aren't. A lot are dressed like pirates, okay? There's a lot of things going on, so you got to really just be aware of your surroundings, no matter what, okay? You should be around, in tune to what's going around you at all times, but really on Gasparilla. So walking through crowds in Gasparilla is, that's a feat in itself, man. You really got to be on point. So I had to walk like 5 miles almost, and I had to walk and meet where Sharice was at. Now, Sharice was on this ship, right? And it was with her and like all these Coeur Light girls and stuff like that, and they were on this guy's ship. So I went to go meet her, and I had to make my way past through this crowd. It took me like a couple hours, 2 hours for sure. And then like
I overheard him talking about healthcare.
The way it was like there was this like I had to get over this like beam right by Tampa General, if you guys know where that's at. And first security tried to stop me to do that. Then the guy told me it was okay. Worked my way down to like this little like where there was a couple little boats, and there's this little paddle boat. That's the one. And there was this little paddle boat, and like this dude, I basically paid him like $20. I said, listen, can you just take me over there? My girl's over there, and he took me over there. So went over there, went on the boat. Me and Sharice, we had a good time, right? Finally got out of Gasparilla. Now, getting out of Gasparilla is a whole nother
Wait, he skipped the whole part where, like, I had to text him 100 times. So I'm like, where are you? What's taking you so long?
I'm giving him a version.
Of course,
Yeah.
on this little Gasparilla thing,
Yeah.
you guys know how busy it is out there?
Oh, man,
and you had
it's
to fight
crazy.
through all these people and walk, like, 4
Arr,
miles.
arr, yes.
4 miles with a buddy of his.
Oh, man, it was
just
nuts.
to get over there. So could you only imagine after walking, like, 4 miles, pushing through all this traffic.
Thank you.
And then getting over there.
Thanks, guys.
And then there's a boat, and there's water between me and the boat. I'm like, how are you going to get over here?
Yeah, it was crazy. So, when there's a will, there's a way, and I believe that God has a plan or higher power, and you got to follow that plan and just trust it, and just go with it, man.
I concur.
So that's what I did, and it worked out. So we got out of Gasparilla, and then me and Sharice were talking a couple times, when it's days, stuff like that. So we were talking, and like after we finally got out, we were sitting at home. Well, we were sitting in a car in this person's driveway.
We were sitting in the garage.
And she had one of her girlfriends in there, and the girlfriend tried to put us on the spot.
Uh-huh.
She's like, "So are you guys dating or what?" It's like,
We both looked at each other
kind of
like,
looked at each other.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and then I moved in 2 weeks later, and then we had a baby, and we got married, and we all did that. Like, we did it in like 6 months.
It pretty much
like
went quick.
this, really quick. And
it went
everybody was
quick.
like, oh my God, you guys are so crazy, and you guys are never going to last. And I'm like, oh my God, it's 12 years later today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
It's 12 years later, and then on Facebook I see it look like 13 years. So I guess it was 13 years altogether.
Yeah, I guess it was 13.
It's been crazy. It's going on 13 or whatever it is.
Going on 13.
You lose the time, man. You're like, oh, what was it? When was it? But you remember all these good memories in between, and that's what gets you there, and that's what you build that bond. So Cuba's Corner, we talk about a lot of these different things that me and Sharice have incurred through our relationship, things that we do that might help you guys out or might give you guys some good ideas.
Sunday, 11 o'clock.
Sunday,
ABC,
11
Holla
a.m.
at your girl.
ABC, or you guys can check it out also on Facebook or Instagram. Now, let's get on to the therapy of the week. Therapy of the week, BPC 157, body protecting compound or body protection compound. All right, so let's talk about this healing peptide. This healing peptide is used by a lot of our different patients for a lot of different ailments, and I've used it myself. I've used it now for a couple of years. We've had it. So, when we first got it, and it first came out from the pharmacies, I was really skeptical about these healing peptides. They call them Wolverine healing peptides and all these great things. Now, it's great for all the hype, but really, what was it going to do? So, I incurred a shoulder injury that was real bad. And for a lot of you guys out there, or girls, you guys have maybe had these shoulder injuries or arm injuries, elbow injuries, knee injuries. A lot of these different things that can hurt you, right? Or slow your progression down for whatever you're doing. That may be an activity. That may be in the gym. That might be in the bedroom. You never know, right? You never know when you're going to need those shoulders or knees or anything like that to hold on to something or to balance yourself. So, BPC 157, where does it come from? It's isolated from the gastric juices, okay? So, any formulations out there for tendons and joints. All right, so Tony Tone, you came in at the right time. So, BPC 157 and TB 500 work awesome for joints, tendons, muscles, ligaments, a lot of different ailments. BPC 157 comes from the gastric juices or isolated gastric juices in the body. Now, what is it going to do for you? So, what it's good for is good for a lot of different things. Irritable bowel syndrome, ulcers, like I said, rapid healing. Now, we're talking about wound healing too. So, if you have like a cut, or you're getting out of surgeries or anything like that, this will help repair those cells and your body faster. So at that point, you guys can have, it's not rapid healing like tomorrow you're going to be healed, but it will expedite healing processes, which are really cool. Another good thing about BPC 157, it helps with inflammation in the body. So you have inflammation, and sometimes that inflammation is the effect and causes the problems for those injuries, and it flares up, where this can help out in those issues. Acute injuries, chronic injuries that you've had. So if you've had shoulder problems for a long time, this can help you possibly or benefit you guys. If it's an acute injury, hey, I just hurt my shoulder, I just, sprained my ankle, whatever it may be. Now, BPC 157 should be injected closest to the injuries, okay? Not that it's not going to work throughout the body, but they say the closer, the better. Unlike TB 500, where it works systemically through the body. That means it works, if you inject it in your stomach, it works throughout the body, right? Well, BPC 157, you do want to inject closest to those areas. Now, it's done with a little insulin needle, so it's not a big needle or big gauge that you guys are injecting yourselves, so don't worry about that. Big Dru said, call now. Call or text 727-389-3220. All right, so this BPC 157 is great for these healing peptides. As far as it working, it really did help me. I documented in all the videos and everything that went down with the shoulder injury when I did it 2 years ago. And anytime now, like if we lift hard or heavy sometimes, I get those pains. You know what? Another time I get those pains in shoulders is I sleep on my shoulders, okay? I sleep on my shoulders, and sometimes I'll wake up in some serious pain because of these old injuries I've had. When I use a BPC 157, I'll use it for a couple weeks. It brings down the inflammation in my arm or whatever was causing me those problems or discomfort, and it's helped me in more than a few instances, for sure. So at that point, BPC 157, body protecting compound. All right, and this can be used with a lot of different things. That's what I was telling you guys. So if you guys want more information about it, call or text us 727-389-3220. BPC 157. It's most natural to the body, so there should be no negative side effects for you guys. As far as that goes, it's coming from the gastric juices in your body. That's where it's isolated from. So very cool, awesome healing compound. A lot of people talk about nandrolone all the time for shoulder injuries and stuff like that. Nandrolone. Now, nandrolone, let's just get into a little bit of it. So nandrolone is another anabolic steroid, okay? Now, the thing about nandrolone is it does lubricate the areas like joint areas and stuff like that. So people get some temporary relief from these problems. And they think that joint issues and stuff like that, and they think that this is going to repair. This does not repair those areas. It's more like putting a Band-Aid over a bleeding wound in those areas. So you really want to repair those areas. Plus, BPC 157 is not a controlled substance. It's more natural to the body. It's not going to cause any negative side effects, where nandrolone can cause a lot of ED issues. It can cause water retention. It could cause higher estrogen or prolactin levels. So at that point, you really want to go with something that's going to work to repair. You don't want to put a Band-Aid over a bleeding wound. Not to say that decanagolone is not good for some ailments out there, because it really is. That's why it was approved by the FDA for different things. So at that point, make sure you guys are looking into what's going to help you and not just going to put a Band-Aid over a bleeding wound. That's really what it comes down to, guys. So make sure you guys look into BPC 157. If you guys really want the best healing combination, BPC 157, TB 500. We did TB 500, thymosin beta 4, last episode. So if you guys missed out on that, you guys can go back on social media and check out on Facebook, and not on Instagram, but on Facebook, it will have the video up. All right, guys? I appreciate that one. BPC 157, check it out. All right, so poll question. I don't know if we got to a poll question this week, did we?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, we did. So, have you kept your New Year's resolution? So 55% said yes. 44% no, I already failed.
There's no middle ground.
And there's no, I'm doing okay but slacking some. So it was either yes or no. At least you guys are honest. What's up, Stacy? So honesty is the best policy, especially with you guys, with yourself, right? You can't lie to yourself. You know what you did, what you didn't do. So how's that? All right. How do you keep estrogen under control on TRT? I'll answer that question here in a second. So poll question was yes or no, and it was a big response with yes, you guys are keeping to your goals, which is awesome. I'm proud of you guys. Keep it up. We're only 21 days into this new year. 21 days. You guys can do a lot with 90. So I hope you guys are sticking to your diet, your exercise routine, making sure that everything is on point, all right? All right, so we had a question here. It was, how do you keep your estrogen under control on TRT? So testosterone replacement therapy or hormone replacement therapy. Now, we know that when you take exogenous testosterone in the body, whether it's an injectable, sublingual, gel, or cream, you are going to aromatize. All right? Aromatization is going to happen. And what that means is testosterone converts into usually two things, estrogen and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. Now, estrogen is good in some cases, but you don't want to get it too high. We need estrogen. Males need estrogen. You don't want to crash estrogen levels because there could be negative side effects with that too. But on the flip side is you do not want it to go high. You don't want estrogen levels to be spiking. There is no such thing as ratios. I've seen things about ratios out there. You don't need to keep estrogen in check. I've seen some guys, and I'm going to call them yahoos, man. There are yahoos out there giving bad advice to a lot of people, and these people are regurgitating it. So having high estrogen levels, triple-digit estrogen levels, and if you guys know anything about it, you guys will look at reference ranges on your blood test, and that will tell you where you stand. Now, estrogen. To keep it under control, you usually want to take an anti-estrogen. Now, that's usually a Nastrozole, which is a Remedex. There is Letrozole, and there is Aromacin. Okay? Now, these are three different types of anti-estrogens. Where you have a Nastrozole, it's the most commonly prescribed anti-estrogen out there with doctors that do HRT or TRT. Okay? Now, this was originally a cancer patient drug. It was a female cancer patient drug, but they use it on males too as well. Now, it was post and pre and post breast cancer patients. That's what it was originally used for, and that was to take out the estrogen in the receptors of the breast area or throughout the body. We know that high estrogen levels can cause a lot of different ailments, especially cancer. It's like throwing gas on a fire. If it's high, especially in women, breast cancer is all time right now. These are one of the facts out there. So they were giving, first it was Novaldex, all right, and that specifically targeted estrogen in the breast receptors. So that's what it targeted. So a lot of people, the old school guys, the old school bodybuilding and stuff like that, they were taking Novaldex, right? A Nastrozole comes in. A Nastrozole is a lot more powerful. A Nastrozole takes out the estrogen in the body as far as everything is what you need, right? And what it's going to lower, especially for males, is estradiol. When you do a blood test, it's estradiol. There's different estrogens like estrone, okay? So you total estrogens. You want to focus in on estradiol, E2 as a male. Now, you want to keep that within range. The way you do it was with the anti-estrogen. Now, that could be a balancing act as well. So it really depends on the person. There's not really a set dosage or cookie cutter dosage for everyone. There's some that work for the masses. But everybody's different, everybody absorbs different, and everybody will possibly need a different dose. Like I said, across the board, there is a dose that works as far as testosterone to anti-estrogens. But what you really want to look at is how much testosterone you're taking, how much anti-estrogen you're taking. Now, the way that you can dial it in is through blood testing. You want to blood test. You want to make sure you're testing free and total testosterone, and you want to make sure you're testing estradiol. And these are when you're on for at least 2 weeks, I would say, really get in the system. Usually it's a month, or 30 to 60 days where you really want to dial it in. If there's problems, if you're not getting problems, now problems, what do I say by problems? So if estrogen goes too high, and some of these people know, water retention happens, irritability, sensitivity, short-tempered, so that roid rage that you hear about all the time, or guys take testosterone or flip out, it's not because of testosterone, it's because their hormones are out of balance, and it's specifically because their estrogen is usually too high. And I hate to point this out, but think of girls when they're on their period, and those estrogen levels are spiked. All right, their estrogens, the hormones are fluctuated, and that's why the bloating happens for women, or they're irritable, or they're short-tempered to males, and that's where you're like, oh, you're on your period, and they really flip out on you. They don't want to hear that, but it's really a fact. So, when it comes down to it, you need to control it. Now, if estrogen stays high for too long, especially in guys, we know that estrogen creates tissue, and tissue, like gynecomastia, like breast tissue, will happen. And the only way you're going to be able to get rid of that is through surgery. I know people say there's some drugs out there that possibly might lower to take a little bit of away, but the only way you're going to take true gynecomastia away is cutting it out. You cut it out of the gland, keep the gland small. Some people and doctors take the gland out. You have to be really careful with doctors that do that because the nipple can invert, all right? So instead of sticking out, it goes in. So I've seen a lot of these different gynecomastia surgeries done because a lot of patients here have had it, or patients coming off the street have had it, or I've talked to a lot of surgeons that do it, because we're all in the same industry as far as that goes. I want to make sure that, hey, listen, if a guy really does come in and has that problem, he's going to be able to go to somebody that really knows what they're doing and be able to take care of that patient and make sure that they're going to have something aesthetically pleasing, because they're going to live with those nipples or their chest for the rest of their lives. And you don't want to scar somebody as far as not being able or not wanting to take off their shirt because something looks wrong or looks off. I mean, it's an insecure thing for a person. And one thing is, the guys that do have gynecomastia or man boobs you see out there, I mean, some of those guys are insecure about taking their shirts off. So if you do something damaging after that, it really, really can mentally scar some people as well. And I've seen it. I've seen it with some people, and it's a bad thing. Now, you guys can get it fixed, but it's going to cost a lot more money. So you guys just make sure you guys are monitoring or having somebody that's monitoring you guys, and you guys will not have these problems. If you guys come to Titan Medical Center and you're our patients, we're going to monitor you. If you have any negative symptoms, side effects, you call our text right away, and we're on it. We're going to send you for a blood test. We're going to call you back with a provider possibly and see what's going on, how we can dial you in. Because once you're dialed in and you're consistent on your medications, it's like it's flying high and staying smooth. I mean, I've been on TRT, HRT for 10 years. So I know, once I dial the dose in, I know 300 milligrams. I'm taking 1 milligram every other day of anastrozole myself. So, and some people might say, that's a lot of anastrozole. You're taking, at least 3 milligrams of anastrozole a week. Well, that's what works for me. I blood test, so I know what my ranges are. I know what it looks like, and I know how I feel. You want to take into account not just numbers, but you want to take into account how you feel, because that's really what it comes down to. How are you feeling? Because if you feel like garbage and your numbers look okay, I mean, that's what it is. It's garbage. You guys want to feel good, numbers are on point, and everything is aligning. I promise you, once you get those numbers straight, it usually correlates with you feeling good. And once you're feeling good, those numbers usually correlate with that. So make sure you guys are getting monitored properly. Make sure you guys are doing things properly. If you guys are not coming to us for HRT or anything like that, you guys can get blood tests from us just to monitor yourselves. It's very cheap, very simple, very easy. All you guys got to do is call or text 727-389-3220. We take care of everything for you guys from there. We set you up. You get your results within 48 hours to 72 hours usually. 2 to 3 business days is what I like to say. And you guys are set, man. So that's another one. Make sure you guys are monitoring. Okay, good question. I love those questions. Come to Vegas. I love TRT too. All right, so we service all around the country. So if you're in Las Vegas, we can service you. If you're in California, we can service you. Texas, we can service you. We have doctors are licensed in a lot of these different states, so we're able to service these patients. We want to help you guys out. It's really cool, really easy, and I guarantee you guys are going to love the service you guys get from us and the therapies. Remember, we're not just HRT or TRT. We have vitamin amino acid injectable therapies that are niche and custom just to Titan Medical Center, like Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, Titan Serenity. I mean, there's a lot of different ones. Our fat burning cream, the Titan fat burning cream works awesome. We got Scream Cream for girls, libido enhancers, rejuvenation therapies like glutathione. That's another good one. We'll probably have that one as therapy of the week next week, because I still get a lot of questions about glutathione. So I'm not going to cover that today because I have a 12th year anniversary dinner with Charisse tonight. Today is our official date, 12 years, January 21st. Going on 13 years. It's crazy. Time flies, especially, when you're with somebody you really love, and you're really in tune with, and you've had all the experiences. Me and Sharice have had so much experience, I swear, that it feels like 20 years already, and we got together so quick and so fast, moving in, baby, marriage, all that, you know what, it was just like, we're going to do this, and this is what we're going to do, and that's how it is. So it was really, really awesome. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. All right, so live Q&A. If you guys got any questions, throw them out. I'll try to answer them for you. I appreciate all the love, guys. Thank you. All right, and what is your thoughts on Deca? So I just covered decanandrolone. I'll cover it for you one more time. So decanandrolone, right? So it's good for a couple things. It is good for, for people that are going through HIV wasting. It's good for a couple different things. But people usually use it for lubrication of the joints if they have shoulder injuries, knee injuries. They think that it's going to help them as far as, it helps, man, it helps. Well, it's kind of like a cortisone shot. And if you guys have had a cortisone shot, you guys get the cortisone shot. It helps for a little bit, and then it goes away, and then you got to get another one. That's kind of what nandrolone does to an effect. Now, it will help you gain mass and stuff like that, but you're talking about another anabolic steroid. It's a controlled substance. There's a lot of different things out there, like the BPC 157 or TB 500, if it's really an injury that you guys are really going for, to repair or to help out with, or inflammation and stuff like that. Where nandrolone, you really got to keep strict on your diet because you will retain a lot of water. It will make you hungrier, so you want to eat a lot more. So you got to make sure the diet's on point there. Nandrolone's been used for a lot of different things. And listen, if it's really like a chronic thing, like if you've had back surgery and stuff like that, like there are some things that it can be prescribed for, and then it is very good for. But it should be used for those uses, and not just for everything across the board if you have some joint or shoulder pain. There's definitely some other things out there that will help you a lot better. Okay, guys? So nandrolone, I hope that. Does a Remedex take a while to build up in your system, or lower estradiol levels? No. Dude, that if you take a Remedex or an Anastrozole, let's say, now I've seen guys in triple digits for estradiol. So estradiol ranges usually between 0 and 44. It just depends on what lab you go to in the reference range. I've seen guys come back at 123, 200. These are high levels, like female levels, right? You take that anastrozole, within a day or two, you'll be cranking right down. It will lower it. Now, you don't want to make the mistake of taking too much and crashing estrogen or estradiol levels, because you will have negative side effects like ED, stiffness or dryness of the joint areas, feel like they're popping or breaking. You don't want that. So there are some negative side effects with low estrogen levels. So you don't want that. So it's a balancing act, but making sure that you have that balance right on point. And once you get balanced, you're going to stay balanced as long as you're consistent on your medications. Once you start throwing in different medications or compounds, or you're not consistent with your medications, that's when the problems or issues occur, and with the unbalancing, and that's where you usually get the negative side effects or symptoms. So I hope that helped you with that. So yeah, anastrozole is the most common one used too as far as an anti-estrogen. All right, guys? And we did talk about letrozole, which is a suicide aromatase inhibitor, and aromacin, which is a good one too. I mean, it does work for some patients as far as they don't have to take it as much. And it does have studies as far as raising free testosterone levels. So aromacin could be a good match for you. And this is where it comes into custom regimens and therapies for you guys, and not cookie cutter things that I see out there. Where I see some places, every guy is getting this dose of testosterone, this dose of anastrozole, this dose of AGG. It doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what age. Doesn't matter anything. This is what you're getting. This is the price across the board. I mean, it's real simple to do, but that's just not how people are. We're not selling microwaves or TVs. It's not one thing fits all. That's really where it comes into monitoring you guys, like I said, and going over these things. And having you guys understand this stuff. I mean, if you go in there with blind faith to a medical provider or doctor or the clinic or whatever it is, and you guys just trust what they say. That's totally fine. But you guys should be educated on what's going on with your body, what you're putting in with your body, the pros, the cons, how it can help, and what it's going to do for you guys, okay? Titan Gear giveaway. So we're going to do a Titan Gear giveaway too. I'm going to do 2 giveaways. First one's going to be the Titan Gear. If you guys want Titan Gear, you guys can text 727-389-3220, hashtag Titan Gear. Leggings for girls, shirts for guys, tank tops, hats, all goodies for you guys. All right? Now, let's get to the real big giveaway. That's the VIP tickets to the iHeartRadio 93.3 VIP tent in Gasparilla. So, all you guys got to do is text Gasparilla 727-389-3220. I'm going to do the first 2 people that do the text in, they're getting the tickets. So I'll find out after the show who they are. We'll announce the winners. And at that point, you guys, I will reach out to you guys. I'll need your email because iHeartRadio wants the emails. They want to know who's coming to their tent. Have you guys on a list. Make sure you guys are all set up. And I will make sure you guys are taken care of, all right? So you guys are going to love it. It was a blast last year. I had some other people go to the tent because we're on the float. They loved it. They had a great time. They had free food and free drinks there, I believe, last year. They'll probably have it this year. If not, I'll hook you guys up, all right? Maybe some drinks and some food and stuff like that. You never know. All right, so is there anything above 1 milligram dangerous? No. So on anastrozole, feel like I'm immune to 1 milligram a week. All right, so I'm still in the 50s. All right, so, oh, bless me. Excuse me, guys. All right, so 1 milligram, like the 1 milligram of anastrozole is not cutting it. And you say you're taking only 100 milligrams a week and 500 milligrams, and my total's an 800. All right, so 100 milligrams a week is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of low, as far as dosage-wise, but the 500 I use a week, and that's kind of low too, to be honest with you. What's happening is your body's converting or aromatizing. HCG will also stimulate testosterone levels, and you will aromatize because of this. So that's probably why you're in the 50s. You might need a little bit more anastrozole. So if you're taking 1 milligram a week, are you taking that spread out? Are you taking just one pill by itself a day? Let me know that, and I'll try to answer it for you. But what should happen is you should be spreading that out with your dosages, okay? And always ask your practitioner or medical provider. I'm not giving you guys medical advice. I'm telling you what would happen here. What would happen is you would usually spread out your anastrozole with your shots. You usually split your shots and your dosage so you're not going up and down. You're going up, staying up on an even keel, and flying and staying there. Instead of going up, down, up, down, up, down. This will also correlate with the anastrozole. But if you're still in the 50s and stuff like that, and you're getting some of these negative side effects, maybe some water retention, irritability, stuff like that, then you might want to, ask your practitioner about upping your anastrozole dose and having him look at that and say, listen, I would really like to be in range. I'm having some of these negative side effects. It's not because of the testosterone, it's because of the estrogen. And I want to make sure I have this in check. If he doesn't help you, Titan Medical Center will, all right? Right, ACG, I feel a difference, and while I was doing good, doc, drop my dose. Oh.
Matthew Wolf.
Whoa, Matt. Listen, let me talk to providers. Call, text. I'll make sure we take care of you guys. All right, my labs were also done on Thursday before I did my injection. That's fine. Usually you wait, like this is how we do it, like 3 to 4 days before you're gonna do so. It would be, if you're splitting your dose of testosterone, it would be, listen, you inject it on Monday. On Thursday, you're going to go in for your blood test. That's right before your next injection. So you know where you're at the lowest end of your injection. Because when you inject, you're going to spike, you're going to stay high. And then right before your next injection, you want to see where that point's at. Because that's probably your lowest point, usually. And that's where you want to level out at. All right? And you want to make sure that's good. Now, with that, you would do your anti-estrogen. And the way you would take your anti-estrogen is you would take your anti-estrogen skip your day. That next day, you'd go in for your blood test, see where those numbers came back as. And with those numbers, you can dial it in. You can see what's going on and see where those numbers are at, and you're consistent with your blood draw. And when you're taking the medication, because I see some providers or clinics not telling patients when they should do their blood, and they just take their medications. They're sporadically, all different ways, and it's different blood tests. It's very inconsistent, and it's very inconsistent numbers, and you will feel the inconsistency in the way that you feel every day, or with some of these different things, possibly ED, possibly emotional problems, physical performance, mental clarity. So just watch out for these different things. If you guys need help, we're here for you guys. All right. So what else do we have here? All right. So Gasparilla giveaway. Text 727-389-3220. Gasparilla. Follow us, guys. Social media. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, guys. Go there, subscribe. We got some awesome videos and awesome content up for you guys. If you guys don't know about our therapies, there's a lot of different therapies on there. There's injection videos, how to do injections and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, so you're good. Okay, so Matt, you should be good, man. Listen, HCG you can do every other day or you can do every day, depending on what the dosage is. And some, it just depends on you, what symptoms you're getting, what problems you're getting. If you're taking testosterone, what's going to happen is the signal from your brain to your testicles is going to get shut off if you're taking exogenous. And at that point, what's going to happen is your testicles are going to start shrinking. You're going to have low semen production, and it's going to cause tightness or, not so good of a feeling down low. At that point, that's where HCG comes to effect. It basically mimics the LH, the luteinizing hormone signal. It goes out of the testicles, it ignites the Leydig cells, and boom, you get fluffiness of the testicles, you get more semen production, and will overall better mood, and it should help your orgasms too as well. So that's always a benefit for all of us, right? Who doesn't like better orgasms? Who doesn't like better sexualists? That's really where it's at. So guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I gotta go take Cherise for dinner. I already got her flowers today, so so dinner tonight. I appreciate you guys all. I hope you guys have an awesome time at Gasparilla. I hope you guys win those tickets. If you guys aren't in the state, I'm sorry for you guys. You guys are going to check out Gasparilla, though, and check out our ABC show. We'll have it online for you guys on the social medias. And if you guys are in this area, please check it out at 11. We're going to have some good giveaways this week for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Titan Talk. Get me your questions for next week. We'll go over them. I'll talk about therapy of the week and all the good stuff that Titan Medical Center is bringing to you guys. One more other thing before I go off. If you guys are in the area, Titan Medical Center is now doing blood draws and therapeutic phlebotomies in-house. That means you don't have to go to a LabCorp, you don't have to go to a Quest or One Blood or anything like that. We'll be able to draw your labs in-house and get the results from you guys, so you guys will be all set and not have to go anywhere else. That's just one more thing Titan's offering, along with IV infusions or drips, and we're going to do an urgent care here very shortly. So a lot of big things happening. I can't wait. The grand opening here, official grand opening, is going to be in February. I'll probably have the date finalized for you guys next week. It'll probably be in a couple weeks. I would love to see all you guys if you guys are in the area. Please, guys, show us love, show us support. Share this. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, please tag some people in this video. I appreciate it. Again, guys, thank you, love you, and I'll see you Friday with Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Dru, and next Tuesday for Titan Talk. Love you guys. Thank you again.